Okay, today we're working a little bit on piano basics. My name is Alex Zamora, and I am from Obra de Orange Church in Costa Mesa, California, Llamada Final, in planet Earth. And today, this planet Earth, today we're going to discuss a little bit on basics of piano, which it's beginners, it's 101, so if you're advanced, move on to the next video. Come on, don't criticize. So, first thing I want to do is work a little bit on positioning of chords. And I did set up my metronome just because when it comes down to chords and all those things, it's always very, very prudent for you to try to practice always with a metronome. And today we're going to start with basics of music. So we're going to start out with simple notes. I'm going to start in English, and then I'll do some in Spanish or Italian or whatever it's from. And we will begin simply by describing some of the basic structures of piano too. So first, I would like to remind you that in music, every note that we have in Western music has a name. So they have given names of letters or basic phrases. So in Spanish, we like to call the first one, our root, we call it do. And then the next one we call re. The next one we call mi. After that we go to fa, and then sol, la, ti, or si, or do. Now, the reason that I like to use T instead of C is because in English, the do is the letter C, re is the letter D, mi is the letter E, fa is the letter F, G is the letter sol, and then la is A, and then C is B. Right? So I don't want people to get confused between C in Spanish or C, the letter C in English. So I like to kind of keep myself in English because a lot of the best music is mostly put in music and stuff for that, unless you're going classical, which is in Europe, but we're not that far yet. So we're going to start out with do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, and then those basic ones are also named C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So those are the names of the basic names of the notes. Now, the very first scale I want to work with is I want to first work with position on the C scale. But as you can see, the reason I have my GoPro hooked up is because you can see everything. The piano structure, especially the ones that have an 88 key piano that have weighted keys, you'll see that there's a structure of black keys and white keys. The black keys represent the flats and the sharps, which you'll learn later, and the white keys are naturals. So when we see a piano, when I first looked at a piano, I didn't know anything, so I started just, oh yeah, it's jazz, and I didn't know what I was doing. But I did notice one thing, that it has two black ones, three black ones, two black ones, three black ones, two black ones, three, two, three, two. So it kind of made sense to me that something was repeating itself. So I began to see, okay, there's two and three and two and three and two and three. Wherever you see that there's two together, like here, 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 if you grab that first black one there, the black key, and you go down half a step, that's always going to be the note of C, unless someone messes around with your stuff, but that's commonly known as C. So the first thing I want you to do at home, if you're learning, is go after every single C that you see. I see a C, I see a C, I see a C, I see a C over here, and there's another one here, another one there, another one here, and the very last one is a C. Now, you're going to notice one thing. See how there's 2, 3, 2. Between these twos, those pairs, you're going to see that there's C and C. From here to here, it is exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 8 notes, including the one you started from. So that's where you have something that's called in music called an octave. So you go C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So that's the first thing you have to learn to do, is know the names of them, okay? So let's start with the right hand. The first thing I want you to do with the right hand on the C scale is we're going to put numbers to your hands, okay? So your thumb is going to be number ones, twos, threes, fours, and fives. So you're going to go, thumb is number 1, index is number 2, middle finger, which is sometimes for traffic but shouldn't be, is number 3, number 4, which is the ring finger, don't forget I'm married, and number 5 is the pinky, the one you scratch your ears with and other stuff. That's number 5, okay? So we're gonna go from 1, 2, 3, starting from C. We're gonna go number 1's gonna go on C, Number 2 is going to go on D, which is right next to it. Number 3 is going to go on E. Number 4 is going to go on F. Correction. Back to number 1. See? And then number 2 is going to go on G. 3 is going to go on A. 4 is going to go on B. And your pinky is going to go back to C octave right there. So it's going to look something like this. For the right hand. Now, if you're brave enough, try to go backwards. And that's how you do it for the right hand. Very basic. For the left hand, we're going to start doing the same thing, but we're going to start with number 5. We're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Because the right hand, remember, was 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one's going to be backwards. It's going to be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1 on C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So the idea for you is to know those two. And the last part of this little basic video on the C and how to find it is being able to do it together at the same time. That's going to be your homework. So you're going to grab this on the position and 5 and 1, and you're going to try to do it at the same time. C, D, E, F, G, C. Okay, and that's going to be your homework, and then try to go backwards. And at first you're going to have to probably start with the right hand, and then lefty, and that's basic. Now I have hooked up here. If you can see, this is my wife's. That's why you see that. I don't normally put pictures of girls on my iPod for my gym. I have an application here that is called Guitar Toolkit. See the little icon right there? That is a great little toolkit because it has a metronome. As you can hear right there, I put the metronome at 90 BPM. BPM stands for beats per minute. That means it hits 90 beats per minute. So right there, I think it's a very fair, distance and time for you to practice. I want you to start, very basic and start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then backwards. Lefty. Alrighty, and then once you get good at that, what I would like you to do is do it with both hands. And this is the first video that we're giving you guys for beginning piano. So now you know what the black keys are for. They're flats and sharps, and you know where to find every C on the piano. Wherever you are, you could be in China, you could be in Hong Kong, wherever you want to be, you'll know where to find all your C's. So have fun with it, and we'll continue watching another video later. Thank you.